Which one should you buy? The iPhone Air or the 17 Pro? Air is super thin and futuristic, whereas Pro is more solid and powerful with 3 cameras. Air starts around 1,20,000, whereas Pro starts from 1,35,000. Many people does say Air is not that great. They think it's too thin, maybe less durable and missing some features. But the reality is quite different. So today we'll compare it with the design and cameras, display, performance and battery with the 17 Pro. And by the end, you will be in a great place to choose which one is better choice for you. Now let's talk about the design. iPhone Air is just only 5.6 mm thin. When you first hold it with your hand, it feels very different from any iPhone before. It does feel very light, sleek and futuristic. Now many of you think thinner phones are weak, but that's not true here. The sides of the Air is made up of titanium and the back glass is ceramic. It can handle up to 98 kilograms of pressure. In simple words, you cannot break it with normal use or even with your bare hands. And in fact, it is as strong as the Pros. On the other hand, the Pros comes with full aluminum frame and ceramic glass back. No more titanium on the Pro this year compared to the 16 Pros. It is heavier, more solid and feels premium in hand. Apple has added two-tone aluminum and glass design, which helps with better heat management compared to last year models. The colors are a bit controversial, especially the orange one. Some people absolutely love it or they really hate it. There is no like a middle ground to it. Personally, I think this looks unique and I really love it. So in design, if you prefer super thin and futuristic design, then definitely Air is your perfect choice. Well, if you prefer classic solid feel, then definitely Pro is the safer pick. Well, if you ask me to pick one in terms of design, then I will definitely go with the iPhone 8. Now let's talk about what Apple is known for, the cameras. This is where Pro is miles ahead compared to the Air. iPhone 17 Pro comes with 3 48 megapixel cameras. First is the main camera for normal photos and 2x zoom. Second is the ultra-wide camera for landscape shots and also macro close-up shots. Third is the telephoto camera for your 4x and even 8x zoom. So basically with the Pro, you can shoot almost everything and anything. Wide shots, close-up shots, zoom shots, literally everything. Well, now the Air. It just comes with one 48 megapixel camera, which can only helps you to take 1x shot and 2x zoom shot. That's it. No ultra-wide, no telephoto, no macro, nothing. But don't get me wrong, almost 80% of the photos that you take are just from the main camera. Anyway, the Air and the Pro comes with 18 megapixel front camera, which means you get the same quality selfies and the new wide selfie mode for the group photos. So for the daily use, food photos and social media, the Air is perfectly fine. But if you're into photography or you create content for YouTube and Instagram, then Pro is a much better option. So in cameras, Pro clearly wins. Now let's talk about the main important feature that you use daily, the displays. The Air comes with a 6.5-inch screen. The Pro is a little smaller at 6.3 inches and the Pro Max is the biggest of all with 6.9 inches. But for the very first time, all the 17s comes with the same display technology. You get a 120Hz LTPO panel that refreshes between 1Hz and 120Hz. You get 300,000 nits peak brightness for brightness. So the outdoor visibility is excellent. You also get an anti-reflective coating for all the 17 models. And also the new ceramic Shield 2 glass, which is 3 times more tougher than the last generation. Air and Pro comes with same display technology and quality. So basically, it's definitely a draw over here. Now let's talk about the performance. Both Air and the Pro uses A19 Pro chip, but there is a small difference. The Air comes with 5-core GPU, whereas the Pro comes with 6-core GPU. That one extra GPU core can give Pro an edge in gaming and video editing. So these are the scores look like. In CPU single core, Air scored around 3674, whereas Pro is at 3874, which is a close call. In CPU multi-core, Air is at 8824 compared to Pro at 9028. In GPU metal score, Air is at 37,743, whereas Pro is at 44,342, where Pro is a way ahead. But in daily tasks like calls, messages, WhatsApp or browsing, you'll never notice a difference between Pro and the Air. But when you play heavy games or do video editing, then Pro is definitely better because it has vapor cooling system, which Air doesn't have it. So Air heats up faster and the process will be slowed down. When you talk about the raw performance for your high intensity tasks, then Pro is the best choice. Now let's talk about the main concern of the iPhone Air, battery life. As you can expect, Air is already out of competition. The Air has 3149 mAh battery, which will last around 7 hours and 20 minutes. The Pro has 4252 mAh for the eSIM version or 3988 mAh for the physical SIM version, which will last around 10 hours and 50 minutes. And finally, the Pro Max has 5088 mAh for the first time, which crossed the 5000 mAh mark in the eSIM version, or the 4823 mAh in the physical SIM version, which will typically last you around 13 hours to 14 hours. When compared to Air, Pro gives you around 3 hours extra battery life, whereas the Pro Max will give you around 6 hours. For heavy users, it will definitely make a big difference. So let's talk about the things that Air is missing compared to the Pros. The Air comes with only eSIM version worldwide, so that means no more physical SIM card in the Air. This can be a huge drawback for many people in India, whereas the Pro versions in the India does have physical SIM card slot. The Air has only one speaker on the top, whereas the 17 and 17 Pros does comes with dual stereo speakers. And yes, definitely the difference is huge. Just listen to the difference between the Pro and the Air. Watching movies and listening to music is definitely way better on the Pro. And as I said earlier, the Pros comes with a vapor cooling system, which the Air doesn't. So except from the thin design, Pros are not missing anything from the Air. So which one you should go for? So if you are an average user and you does want a stylish phone and you're okay with the single camera and a shorter battery life, then yeah, Air is definitely right for you. And if you are a power user and you use your phone for content creating and playing heavy games, then definitely the Pro is the choice for you. And if you want the best battery and bigger screen, then Pro Max is the one. The Air is futuristic like the folds and the flips when they initially launched. It does have potential to become better. But as of today, the Pro is a reliable and safer option. Now let me know in the comments, will you go for the thin and shiny Air or the powerful solid Pro? And also let me know if you need a comparison between 17 Pro Max and S25 Ultra. Both Air and the Pro comes with iOS 26 out of the box, which Apple claims it is the biggest update since iOS 7. If you want to see if the iOS 26 is really a big deal, watch the video here. And don't forget to subscribe for more simple tech videos. I'll see you in another one.